I get to introduce Remediation 911. Anthony Massimino and his wife Kathleen transitioned into remediation industry in 2011 after working for Superstorm Sandy in New York and founded Remediation 911 Fire, Water, and Mold. The company is proud to be a GSA government woman-owned and family-owned business. GSA is a government services administration company. So that is very cool. Anthony, welcome.
Thank you. I never really know what I'm going to say until I get here, and it seems like the theme might be the documentation tonight. And so just to give you a little genesis on Remediation 911, I'm Anthony Massimino. My wife, my son, and myself own this business. We are a building contractor in the state of Florida. We're mold remediators, mold assessors, and also Class A HVAC contractors. I've been in business for 10 years. We're actually celebrating our 10-year anniversary this month. Very proud of that. I was talking to a friend of mine before we started, and I told her, I said, I've been in business for 10 years. I've never had a lawsuit against me. I've never had to sue anybody. I've never had a bad review or complaint with the state. And that doesn't happen without putting effort forward. We really work hard to take care of our clients. So we're proud of that, and thank you for bringing that up to me and making sure I brought that point up. But, as far as documentation goes, when it comes to storms, it's not just about storms. It's with claims, period. I'm a public adjuster that transitioned, and I still have a public adjuster's license, but I transitioned from public adjusting into remediation after Superstorm Sandy up in the New England states. And if you're not documenting properly, you're going to fail. And with the way the new laws are set up in respect to how the insurance companies are going to be paying out and what it means to you to fight the insurance company with an attorney, if you're not setting it up properly, you're gonna fail. In saying that, when it comes to Remediation 911, I think our biggest benefit after a storm is going to be helping you out in respect to getting your roof tarped, getting temporary power to the property, and then mitigating the moisture and the damage that's in that property. So the property doesn't turn into a science project, because it will within 72 hours. And it is SMG. It's not microbial. It's suspected microbial growth is the language we use. Yeah, suspected microbial growth. So as far as the remediation world is, we do the same thing everybody else has. We have dehumidifiers, air scrubbers, ozone machines, everything. It's the separation with us and everybody else that's out there as far as our competitors is how much we care about our clients. We go the extra mile for them. I would ask all of you to please go to remediation911.com and read our reviews. I think it really is the way that consumers are finding companies today, or through these reviews. And we've got some real heartfelt ones that are on there, and we've earned them. So if you have any questions in respect to any of the services that we have, please come and see me afterwards. One thing I will tell you that is just imperative for commercial owners, residential owners, is having an emergency action plan in place prior to the storm. That is my goal for every previous customer that I have, or any new customers that we're taking on. We come out, we do a very, very comprehensive emergency action plan where we will find out what you need for temporary power, how big is your roof, and what's it going to take to tarp it, how many machines do I need to bring in, what kind of manpower do I have. And then if you end up signing up with us, and it's a non-obligated agreement that we have, we will put our assets aside after a storm and make sure that you're taken care of first before anybody else that's just calling in from the streets. Anytime we ever have to deal with anything in respect to water mitigation legally with an insurance company, they're looking to the standard from the IICRC. In saying that, the IICRC considers hurricane wind-driven water to be Category 3. That's equivalent to sewage. Okay, and I'm not making this up. Everybody saw it on the news. There was flesh-eating bacteria that was on the beaches in Fort Myers. All of this stuff is in the water when the water floods and it rises. So Anything and everything that touched, if we can't clean it in place, it needs to be removed in my world.
And you don't know what cleaning everything means until you've seen a mold remediation happening.
right.
Everything means down to the toothpicks. It's
We
everything.
We are white glove.
Oh, girlfriend.
It just depends, ma'am. And I mean, if your bed got wet, obviously, then, but it just depends on what penetrated into your building structure and what's there and if it's airborne. So that's where the contamination in that water is equivalent to sewage.
That's what it is.
It is.
It's what it is. It's icky. Is that a term that you use?
Yeah, icky. Icky's
It's very icky.
Pretty scientific
Very
term that we use often.
Anthony, let them know what you need. Who tells you what when it gets tested? Who tells you the protocol?
Anytime you have a claim that has anything to do with water loss or suspected microbial growth, you're going to want to have a mold assessor or an environmental hygienist come in, and that is, first of all, I can't legally in the state of Florida, and I hold both licenses, but I can't test and perform the work. It's a conflict. There's too many bad actors out there, so the state put it in place. But you are absolutely 100% going to want to get an environmental report done. They do all different kinds of testing. A gentleman that's normally here that Shane and I work with very closely is somebody that I could refer over to you as well if you decide, because I know we talked about me coming out to see you. But yeah, you need an environmental report. I've done claims with the insurance companies where we actually have shown pictures of mold dripping off the walls, and they say, it doesn't really look like mold. It kind of looks like dirt. Do you have anything from a lab saying that it's mold? And if you don't, you're not going to get it approved. So, yeah, thanks, Paul.
Thank you. It's scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. When we talk about having everybody document their homes ahead of time, photographs are better than video. Is that kind of the consensus?
I just think you can't over-document video or photos. It just when you thought you took enough pictures, take more because you need them, and they're going to do that. And it's really craziest stuff you're ever going to. The hardware that you're saving on your cabinets if you're removing cabinetry, like take pictures of it. You got to have everything documented if you're going to get coverage. They're finding reasons to not cover you. So again, Anthony Massimino, remediation911.com. Please come and visit us on our website and check out our reviews. I think you'll really be impressed.
Thank you, Anthony, very much.
Thanks, everybody.